Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Panthers offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space, it's Owens. Breaks into the open. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Here comes the heat. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And a nice job understanding. They're trying to run a screen. They're trying to throw that over your head. They let you run up the field. You're not going to be able to get the sack. Get your hands in the air. Try to affect the quarterback, and a nice job getting my hands in the air and deflecting the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun to give. Looking for room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, You set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Arkansas State's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Rayner. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The Red Wolves come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Rutgers. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Gives it on the option. Turning it on! Jumped on top of the pile. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to it. Jukes his way for more. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tripped up for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together, going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Stone. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. He breaks a tackle. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. That's caught. It's Cobb. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's Cross. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
Slithers into space. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
They punted away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. On that play-action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
It definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. And tackled there by the defense.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
FIU set up with another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've spunked into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They're now up 9-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Cobb. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To throw, it's Rayner. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
FIU will line up to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the ground with the back. Spinderella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Red Wolves come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Looking downfield on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Red Wolves are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him recently.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. There he goes! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
From the gun, the running back has it. Jukes his way for more. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. After run, now throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Lets it go to the end zone. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, FIU! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably... Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Rayner. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw again. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Red Wolves have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now they'll try the right side.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They get up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
FIU set up with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Takes his shot. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that 1st down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Line getting set on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Nestled just inside that right upright. Lead now 5 here in the 2nd.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the tailback. Oh, what a move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type 1st half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Now on first down from the 28. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Rainer. Right down the middle. It's the open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Summers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cross. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Dropping back, it's Rainer. Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He slides that just inside the right upright. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes a connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Working that wide receiver screen.
And defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It's a draw. Nice move to pick up yardage. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Burris. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And the Red Wolves line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the ground. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's a really really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing bold, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Grab behind the line. It's Owens. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
FIU will line up to punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Finds his man. It's Cobb. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker and letting him do the rest.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him, I got him, no, well, he's got him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be... Short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
3rd down play from the gun. Moving out of the pocket. Turning it on! Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
FIU will line up to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And the Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh my gosh, how do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Burris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
2nd down coming up. On the move, it's play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
offensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Red Wolves will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under fire. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
How nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
He'll do it himself. Fights off the defender.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Stone. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Owens. There he goes! Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. It doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try the run. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And it slips just inside that right upright. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Slips a tackle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here's the pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And it was is so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's crossed. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Rayner. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
That's reeled in. It's Cobb. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sideline. It's Cobb. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. With the catch, it's Cross. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Burris. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss.